my beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk body skin and more specifically microneedling your body skin. So I get asked this question all the time. Do you microneedle your body like you microneedle your face? The truth is that I've been pretty consistent. I've had moments where I haven't been consistent with my face, but my body routine, like I must say that I do not microneedle my body at all to the level I microneedle my face. I've only done it a few times, like overall. So with bathing suit season coming up, I am going to change that. So this video is really an introduction to body skin needling, but also kind of a body skin challenge. We're microneedling. I'm gonna be microneedling once a month for the next 4 to 5 months. I'm gonna take you step by step through the videos. So I'm gonna give you some tutorials, and then I'm going to show you the result after 4 to 5 sessions of microneedling. So what can microneedling help with? Well, when it comes to body skin, let's start with the why, because body microneedling can help improve the appearance of stretch marks, crepey skin, fine lines and wrinkles, and even mild laxity. Now, if you have like super loose skin, it will help, but it probably won't like make it perfect, but it will help improve the laxity. So you'll see a lot more tightness, a lot more firmness, a lot more plumpness in your skin. And remember, this is important. Microneedling, and I think we forget about this, is a series. It is not something that's one and done. Microneedling, it takes several sessions to really see changes in your skin, but it can happen and the results can be pretty darn dramatic, actually. Quick tip before we dive into the rest of this. This is educational and not medical advice. Microneedling creates controlled injuries, which are open wounds on your skin, and you want to be smart. So if you have a bleeding or clotting disorder, if you have diabetes, if you're on blood thinners, if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure, poor wound healing, immune system issues, active skin infections, skin cancer, or anything like that, this may not be for you. So you should check with a medical provider or a qualified esthetician in your local area who knows your skin before proceeding. So where can you microneedle the body? Well, you can microneedle pretty much anywhere that you have skin. Abdomen and stomach area, that's where I'm gonna focus on 4 key areas. I'm gonna focus on my abdomen, stomach, I'm gonna focus on my inner thighs and a little bit of my outer thighs on my hips, and then my buttocks, and those are the areas that I want to improve. I don't feel like the rest of me has, like I don't have any major issues with the rest. That's really my little concentrated area. I call it my menopause problem area. But people also target like your upper arms, knees, like if you have any scarring or anything like that on your knees. Chest is a really big issue because a lot of people have, and I don't really have, like my chest and neck are not bad. I've kept them pretty well with some of the microneedling. I am getting a little bit of lining right here in my neck, so maybe I'll include that too. And that is called tech neck, y'all. You need to be careful looking down on your phones. A lot of people ask us another question: how much of the body area should be microneedled per session? And here's the practical part, because microneedling is creating a wound response. So you don't want to try to go wild and like microneedle your entire body first go around. If you're new to body microneedling or new to microneedling in general, I recommend like choosing 1 to 3 areas per session to just start with. For example, maybe stomach, hips, and inner thighs. This will help you learn how your body responds and how it heals. Okay, so the tools I'm using, I'm going to break it down because I'm trying 4 new stampers. I'm so excited about this. For the body, I love tools that really cover more surface area efficiently. And I want to show you a picture here that gets you, that gives you the gist of why I choose a stamper over a pen for body microneedling. And I'm going to be trying 4 new tools from, well, not new, 4 stamper tools from MTP Skintech. That's the partner that I partner with for my microneedling devices. They are an amazing company. They work directly with Ikai Technologies. I'm going to shoot a video about this soon because you guys need to understand that they are a legitimate, very good company. They reach out continually. I've worked with them for over a year, but every dollar that you spend on MTP Skintech really does support this channel. I'm going to show you exactly the 4 devices that they sent me. These are not expensive devices. So the first one is the Microneedle stamp. This retails for about $20, super cheap, not expensive. This one is a straightforward adjustable stamper. It has a cartridge where you can fill serum if you'd like, or you can just stamp either way. There's no bells and whistles. It's pretty consistent stamping. This is great if you want to control over depth and you want something that is kind of simple and reliable for larger areas. This is going to be your stamper. If you use my code at MTP Skintech, you'll get 12% off as opposed to 8%, which I think is a sale that they're running right now. So just keep that in mind. If you follow my affiliate link, you can get a bigger bang on your buck for a discount. So now let's look at the second stamper. This is the Hydra Derma Stamp. It's 120 pins, and it also, just like the Microneedles, it has a serum reservoir. It ensures that that product penetration gets deeper in there if you do use that. Honestly, like, I think the serum reservoirs for your body skin are really good because you can ensure that your body is pretty flat and that you can get that serum pushes in there. When you're doing it on your face and you're sitting up and you're not like leaning all the way back to do this, right? You want to be like where gravity is working, and it's harder on your face than it is on your body. So I think the reservoirs are great for body skin. Number 3, what's the third stamper I'm going to be using? Well, it's the Pen Bio6 Stamp. This one is 140 pins. It has a detachable head. It has EMS technology for your scalp. It has LED light. This I am so excited about. I can't even tell you. This has selectable depth, so you have to choose the needle length. You can buy the cartridges on MTP Skintech with the different needle head lengths. So if you want 1 millimeter or 1.5 millimeter, you can choose those. The great thing about this is the limitations, I should say, are that you have to choose different heads, right? And those heads determine depth, so it's not adjustable. So that is one of the drawbacks. But it also includes that EMS and LED. So I'm gonna test how this works for body skin texture myself, and especially for areas like my inner thighs. Now the fourth one is the Bioroller G4 roller that has 1200 pins. It is a roller with a ton of pins, and this one does have adjustable heads, so you can go all the way up to 2 millimeters on this one as well. You do have to buy separate attachments for it, just like for the Pen Bio6 Stamp. Both of those require you to purchase more than one head in order to get different depth. Let's keep in mind that this is a roller. So because it's a roller, it is appealing for broad like zones. You can really do it fast, super quick, but they can also have some drawbacks. And you know, I'm not a fan for rolling the face, but a lot of that is because the face has so many contours, right? Your body skin just really, if you're over a single surface, it doesn't have a lot of contours. I think this one will be a very useful tool and a quick one. So I'm gonna try all 4 of these, and I can't wait to see how each of them works and which one I like best. And I'll share my favorites with you as we go through the process. So what about needle depths for body regions? This is one I'm gonna get a ton of questions on. So let's talk depth, because the general ranges for body microneedling are different than the ranges for your facial microneedling. So for the abdominal, I always say that. The abdominal snowman. Okay, so anyway, your abdomen and your stomach area. This is thicker skin. You can go a little bit deeper. Your ranges are anywhere from 1.5 to 2.5. If you're new, start at the lower end. Don't go high. There's no need for it. You're gonna get a really effective treatment at 1.5. That is your stomach area. That's the range you can needle there. In your thighs, especially inner thighs, a little bit thinner skin, let's start at a 1.0 to 2.0. If you really wanna do like all over, same one, you could fall anywhere within that 1 to 2 millimeter range and be just fine. What about the buttocks? Again, thicker skin. So just like the abdomen, you could go anywhere from 1.5 to 2.5 there and be just fine. You can tolerate a lot. The lower butt can tolerate way more than the upper, so keep that in mind too. So your hips, stretch marks, you could go anywhere from 1.5 to 2.0 here. Get a little bit thicker skin, but honestly, it's a little bit tender. So I wouldn't go any higher than a 2.0 in the hip area. Okay, what about upper arms? I would say stick to about a 1.0 to a 1.5. You have thinner skin here. It's a little bit more tender, especially on the backs of the arms. You might feel it a little. So just kind of keep it a little lower there. So also one thing to note, and I do want to note this, if you are trying to remedy crepey skin, you're gonna wanna start lower, between 1.0 and 1.5. If that's your goal, is crepey skin, that skin tends to be super thin on the epidermis, and honestly, I would stick to a 1.0 to 1.5 for any crepe area, especially first. And as you build collagen there, that's gonna change and that skin will get a little thicker and it will be a little easier to go deeper, but stick to a lower depth at first. And that brings me to another point. You do not get bonus points for going deeper, y'all. Consistency across months is way more important than needle depths, to a degree. Okay, now when I say that, medical needling, I hate to be the one to break this to you. It does more for you than cosmetic needling. Is cosmetic needling good? Do I do both? Yes. But when it comes to actually making changes to the structures of your skin and to increasing collagen production, there is nothing that will beat your medical microneedling. I just want to throw my 11s up here, a side-by-side comparison of my 11s before and after a few years of microneedling. I'm telling you, you guys, I used to have the largest 11. Microneedling, medical microneedling, has mostly eliminated them. Okay, your aftercare, what are you gonna do afterwards? Keep it simple, please. You'll want a heavyweight hyaluronic acid and EGF serum, which is optional. Okay, you could use like other kinds of exosome serums if you like that stuff. Okay, but keep it simple. And then a CeraVe Healing Ointment. I like the healing ointment. I don't like petroleum jelly. It doesn't have the additional things in it that the healing ointment has. And let me tell you, the healing ointment is what they give you in a med spa. And guys, I heal from my microneedling treatments within 1 to 2 days. Okay. And I've always used the CeraVe Healing Ointment or some kind of healing ointment after usage. You do that for the first 24 to 48 hours. Post microneedling, you can continue it for a couple more days if you'd like. So don't use any actives if you're medically needling, because you don't want to introduce things that into preservatives or other things into your skin that could cause things like granulomas or even skin infections. So keep it super simple. Now, a lot of people ask me, what about Costa Baja? I can't find it. I can't find it. Guys, Costa Baja is still available. You have to go to a Korean store, or I found a Costa Baja alternative. I did. It's a little more spendy than Costa Baja, but it is a Korean brand. It's called Yeouth. That's Yeouth. And Yeouth has a pretty much very limited preservative profile. It's really just water, hyaluronic acid, and a very small amount of preservatives. It's pretty much the same formula as the Costa Baja. I am excited. So what should you expect? What will I be sharing with you? Well, here's how my series will work. I'm not showing befores in today's intro video, but in each of the treatment videos, I'm going to post them like a week after I do the treatment, and I'm going to show you kind of how my skin healed a little bit. And in fact, I should do like a 6-month follow-up at the end of my treatment. Like after I show the before and afters, I should do a 6-month. So if you want to join me, drop in the comment box. I'm in, okay? And I want to make this great. And if you guys want to check out some of those stampers from MTP Skintech, I'm going to leave those links in the description box along with my affiliate link. This is going to be so fun. I cannot wait to get started. I cannot wait to see the changes in my body and the changes in your body. I cannot wait. Let's do this together. Let's change our body skin one microneedling session at a time. And I'll see you next time on Glow Up with Shelley.